Hello, this is Alex the Spiritual. Welcome to my channel. This is probably the first podcast that I will be putting out through this channel, and let's see what's gonna come out of it. So today's topic is, what is spirituality? I'm just gonna go through a brief introduction about spirituality, my experience with spirituality, and why is it important in your life? Why you should be putting in the time and effort to take care of it, to have some maintenance about it, and so on. So you might be someone completely scientific, someone who's into science, who doesn't have anything with religion, which is good. Or you might be religious and you found out that spirituality is also going parallel with a lot of this religious things. Or you might be just slowly waking up, just coming into an awareness, a heightened level of awareness. You're becoming enlightened. You're getting into a new way of seeing the world. And you want to listen to this. You want to see, what is spirituality? Like, why am I dealing with this? Why should I be seeing these things? Or why should I experience this weird things in my life? So, first of all, I want to say spirituality is not something that you can believe in or not, okay? Either you believe spirituality is important or not. It's completely running your life. And, if you're someone scientific, then I'm going to use scientific words to describe it as well. So listen very closely. If you're someone scientific, this has a scientific name. Your spirit has a scientific name, which is called subconscious. In the religious world, they call it the spirit, like they think it's something like ghost or something. And some people call it awareness. Some people call it God. These are all same things. It's the same thing as subconscious. So how? Let me explain. Well, your subconscious is connected to everything in this universe, okay? First, we should accept that. I was a very logical person before getting into spirituality. I would meditate here and there, and I saw that it helped my life. But when it really became an important aspect of my life was when I started doing subconscious work. And subconscious work is something that you might do by going into a deep state of mind and accessing the subconscious mind, okay? So some people do that with hypnosis. Some people do that with deep trauma therapies, or So there are methods to go about it in a controlled way, in a much more aware way, that you can go into your subconscious and know what you're doing. Sometimes you will tap into your subconscious without knowing what you're doing. And there are methods for that as well. So some people smoke weed, some people use drugs for that. They don't know what they're tapping into, but they love it and they keep coming back to it. They want to be aware. They don't want to be asleep anymore, basically. So this is completely far away. If you never experienced drugs before, you're probably like, what the hell? But yeah, this is completely far away from drinking alcohol, okay? Alcohol, it completely blocks out your brain. It completely blocks out your subconscious brain, or your third eye, or whatever you want to say. Your awareness, it blocks out your awareness. So alcohol is no good here. I'm not talking about alcohol. I'm not talking about getting high either. I'm talking about reaching a certain level of awareness where you're completely relaxed, and you access parts of your brain that you're not supposed to access in your conscious level of consciousness. Okay, what was that kind of? So when you're conscious, okay, you have 10% awareness of what's going on inside your full awareness. Your full awareness is like if you could say, this tip of the iceberg. Down below, there's a big piece of this iceberg under the water, which is called subconscious. Well, subconscious mind is filled with it's filled with all of the information that comes into your brain. Okay, so you might be like going through your life, and then you feel a certain way. You feel like you shouldn't take this way, or you shouldn't get in the elevator, and then elevator gets stuck. Or there's a basic example. You're sitting at home, and then you feel like someone is coming. You feel like someone will text you, and you know who it is, okay? And then that person texts you, or they come in your door, and you're like, whoa. I just didn't I didn't use any of my five senses. I didn't see that person. I didn't hear anything about it or anything else. Well, basically, let me explain what's happening here scientifically. Your subconscious mind has access. Subconscious mind is the part of the brain which takes in all of the information, and then your brain has this thing called reticular activating system, which chooses what to focus on based on your current level of awareness and what's important to you specifically at that moment for your survival. Let's make that. Let's make a note here. Let's make that precise. It wants you to survive. Okay, reticular activating system has no other motivation to do that but your survival. So it tries to keep you alive, and it blocks out most of 90% of the information that comes through your five senses. Okay, and then there is also parts in your body that can sense the vibrations in the air, that can sense the movements of atoms around you. And even going deeper into the atoms, this kind of like it can even feel the quantum aspect of these atoms around you, and so on. So your subconscious brain has access to every single particle on this universe. Okay, it knows what's happening, but it won't tell you unless it's so important. Okay, so when that person is coming, the atoms change. You know, you might have heard about the butterfly effect. If a butterfly is flying here and it has like small it has small wing movements, that causes big tornadoes in America or something. Okay, if it happens in India, it causes big tornadoes in America. Yes, this is called butterfly effect. So if that's true, then you can access some information that's happening on the other side of the universe as well, right now. Even the movement of stars, the energy of them is affecting you. Well, after you accept that, then you can say, well, basically your subconscious is like God. Because you're not alone as well, okay? So if your subconscious has access, if my subconscious has access to your subconscious, so that you're listening to this and you're resonating with this, then we are together. Okay, we cannot say I am Alex and you are someone else, but we can make a game between us. We can be like, okay, let's just have fun. Let's just act like I am Alex and you are the listener, right? And then we take these roles and we play this as a theater in this world. Okay, it's not serious. You shouldn't be like, this is Alex. He's not me, you know? So basically, if the whole universe is one, and we are not, everyone will try to tell you you're apart from the universe, you're apart from the God. God is someone extremely above you, and you're extremely little, and you cannot even reach anything like that. You cannot reach even the slightest bit of the power that God has. Yes, if you think that you by yourself will have power, yes, you won't. But if you in harmony with the whole universe, then yeah, you have powers. Okay, and you can be God because you are not apart from God. Thinking that you're apart from God makes you feel like you're abandoned. Okay, you might have some traumas in your childhood, being abandoned by your family for even maybe one day. Okay, so make sure you work your way around that. Make sure you do some shadow work or something on that. Well, what is shadow work? Let's just say trauma therapy. Spend some time like looking at your feelings about that, because that is affecting your life, and you're thinking that you're apart from the world. You don't deserve the love of the world. Okay? Well, thinking that, okay, so subconscious is God, subconscious is the spirit, then, well, what is left? What is spirituality? Spirituality is basically tapping in to your subconscious. Okay, that's the scientific way of thinking about it. Religious way of thinking about it could be praying. Okay, accessing God, right? Making a channel, like praying to God, talking to God. It's the same thing. It's just a different way of putting things. And we're going in a way that now the new science is the science is the new religion, right? Some people are scientific and they're like, I don't believe in God. Well, this means you don't believe in your own subconscious, and you don't believe that you're capable of things, basically. And first way is to realize, well, maybe the religion is, there are good parts about some of the religious practices and bad parts about it. Maybe someone came in at a point and said, wait a minute, you're not God. God is above you. You cannot be God. You're apart from the God. And then religion became bad, you know? And then religion became something like harmful to humanity. So anything that's away from love, anything that's away from oneness, that's creating double way of thinking, good or bad, evil or angel, anything like that is going to drive you into confusion. It's going to drive you into harmful behaviors to yourself or to someone else. And by the way, if you're hurting someone else, then you're probably hurting yourself deep down inside as well. So basically, spirituality is tapping into these things, tapping into your subconscious. If you're religious, it could mean praying to God. Okay, you might have some background of practices like that, and then you left it. You were like, well, this doesn't make sense to me, and you got caught in your logical way of going about life, right? We've all been there. But then when you come back to meditation, when you try meditation, okay, someone gives this advice to you, says, just do some meditation, it will relax your mind. Yes, letting go of mind, letting go of thinking the whole time will relax you and will connect you to your subconscious mind, to God, to oneness. So yes, spirituality is important. Taking care of your subconscious is important. In fact, subconscious mind is what's dictating the things happening around you. Your reality is dictated by your subconscious. Your subconscious is portraying this view in front of you, and you think that the world is this way, right? If you change something in your subconscious, the world will change in front of you. And this is also what we call parallel reality jumps. Well, these are so many topics that I'm throwing in right now. I'm just showing you different aspects of spiritual work, and it's really so much fun actually if you dive deeper and deeper into it. So what I will be doing is I will talk about these topics in the next few podcasts, and I will explain you each of them one by one. So how to start spirituality, maybe that will be the next podcast. Not how to start, or maybe how to get into it, how to start practicing it, or if you're new to it, maybe you are seeking for a way to get into it, right? You want to have a way in front of you. So maybe I will also talk about that kind of stuff. Anyway, this is that. I kept it short, and see you on the next podcast. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.